Alright, everybody, we're hopping into the Birth of the Shadow Dragon SYN SHENRON fight here, and we're going to be taking a look at AGL Zamasu here. This is going to be, we got not great opening rotations, but everything should be fine. We're going to go ahead and float off Chilai. We're going to put this guy in slot 1. We'll keep Piccolo Jr. here in slot 2. Everything will be good. We'll be able to get a Merge Zamasu on the next rotation with this guy, and then we'll also have the Goku Black and Zamasu on this rotation next time, so that we can go ahead and start, we'll have big bad bosses next turn, and we'll some of his future links and everything. So right here, Merge Zamasu is going to be pretty good in this fight. What are we starting out with defense-wise? We're missing Cold Judgment, but we have 210k defense. Pretty good. Keep in mind he has 40% damage reduction. He's going to stack. So he's going to get what? Well, he's going to get like 80k per stack, so that's going to be pretty good. And then Chilai here, hopefully she will dodge. Listen, I just came off the back of a 2-hour recording session trying to record a video for the Tech Trunks in this event, and Tech Trunks did fine. Like, you go watch that video. Tech Trunks did great. I mean, he looked fantastic against this guy. Who was getting me killed was the leader. I was trying to run the, the Blue Fusion, Goku and Vegeta that fused into Blue Vegito, the AGL one that just came out. That way I can get, like, Bulma on the team. Things will go great. And that unit just kept getting me killed in the physical AoE phase. I mean, I couldn't do anything. We got, like, two turns of Trunks against that, physical SYN phase, and I mean, he was taking double digits at the end there, and he looked great, but it's just like I couldn't get my feet off the ground, because every time I got to that rotation with like double blue fusions, and it's like, oh, it's not turn 5, can't fuse yet, because they were in like, slot 2 or turn 2, and then it's like, oh, they're in slot 7, can't fuse, oh, you're at 72% HP. It's like, I was losing my mind. We didn't get a win. I had to go ahead and end it. I was in a bad headspace, but we're here. We're using a villain team now, and I'm very excited because Merge Zamasu is actually really good, and Chilai is going to dodge this. There we go, easily. I can rely on this team. This team's very good, although it is only at 614k defense, or HP. Alright, there we go. But yeah, it's only at 614k HP, but listen, this team is going to be infinitely better than that other team was going to be. So let's go ahead and grab these. We can nullify the super attack if it is aimed at the tech androids. They're also getting, 12 key spheres. They should be able to tank just fine. And then we can go ahead and grab those right there. There we go, pretty good. The tech androids are going to be pretty good in this fight because the first 2 phases, they can nullify the super attack. They're also feeding, some tech orbs to Zamasu a little bit. Then they do have the Ghost Usher there in the final phase. I could have brought them, I guess, on my superclass team. But, I try to keep it, like, super class units with super class units, extreme class units with extreme class units. And also, I was just, like, our RNG, or I guess my RNG, against that, super class run, again, it wasn't Trunks' fault. Trunks actually looked really good, so as far as a showcase for him, I'd say the video was a success. But I like to get the wins in this video to show you guys that you can do it, but it's like the Blue Goku and Vegeta just like wouldn't allow me to win. Like it just everything was working against me there. So here we go. AGL Zamasu is going to fuse. This guy's a lot better. I mean, like this guy is really good. He's competing for like a top 10 unit in the game spot. Like honestly, I truly believe that. Who do we want to float off here? I guess we'll float off Ma Jr. As strange as that may seem. Let's go ahead and get this unit a stack. They need to start getting built up before we go into the physical SYN phase. We are getting hit by an AoE, so Zamasu can build up, or he's going to get his guaranteed additional, assuming he doesn't dodge it. He's at 305k defense with 50% damage reduction. That's very, very good. Trunks at this point, it's kind of a variable of where he'll be at this point, but, typically somewhere between 450 and, 550k defense is typically where he's sitting at on this turn, but it's just raw defense, and then it can either, I drew a little graph in my other video of how Trunks works. Zamasu just always goes up. There is never a point where Zamasu gets, like, worse defensively. There are scenarios where Trunks can kind of dip down on his 5th turn, because of his 3-turn stack in base form, so that is a little bit unfortunate, but, we're using Zamasu here, and Zamasu is a god. I'm probably not going to do EZA TUR tier lists until the very end of the celebration, just to encompass all of them, just see if there's any big shakeup, because I don't really like 6 through 10 anyway on that tier list, so I'm going to go ahead and wait until we have, like, more units to actually fill that list out, but just preliminary thoughts, I think that, Or I do think that Zamasu is probably #1 now. Before I had Piccolo at #1. I know so that's going to be like, why you don't have Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku? But it's like, well, no, because I'm not running him in any of the new fights. I'm not running him against, the Omega Birth of the Shadow Dragon stage. Honestly, I don't even want to run him in here. You can, but I don't want to. If you see how Chi-Lai just took all that damage there, that's why I don't want to run him in there, because we're relying on units that are very similar to Chi-Lai, right? It's like they either dodge or they take 100k per normal, or more, so that's like, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken just doesn't have a team. If he ever gets a team, I mean, I could see him shooting up maybe to 2, but honestly, I don't think he's better than Zamasu. Zamasu is just too good. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. This is fine. We can go ahead and grab these orbs right here. Zamasu is going to heal us up a little bit. He's going to be... everyone on this rotation should be good against the AoEs and the supers, honestly. I would like to see Zamasu take the super, but it looks like Tech Zamasu is going to take it. He'll take like 400k here, but it shouldn't kill him, right? 300k. Okay, that's pretty good. We are below the HP threshold, so I believe next turn we could go into the Infinite Zamasu if we wanted to on that other rotation. Who will we have? The Tech Androids, Zamasu, and Piccolo Jr. So I'll probably just use the Ghost Usher next turn, float the Androids, and then just leave the rotation as it is. And then we'll go into the Infinite Zamasu probably on this rotation. That would be really good for the showcase. And then we can also go into the Transform Zamasu with AGL Zamasu. Yeah, double digits here from him, double digits from AGL Zamasu, and double digits on this unit. Very good. I mean, incredibly powerful team here that we're running. Amazing how, I'm not struggling or worried about any of the units on the team, and everybody's just doing their job, and I'm not like, oh god, I'm going to get to turn 5, and I'm going to have 4 units that take 200k per normal. No, it's like, we're doing our job. And AGL Zamasu is doing his job. He is supporting all extreme class allies on this team, right? So he's giving 2 key to everybody on rotation. Very powerful. This is his guaranteed additional for getting hit before he attacks. I did change his build up slightly, so now he is even in dodge and additional. I believe he's at 16 for each. I went ahead and evened that out a little bit. Before he was at 12 and 20, and now he's at 16 and... Or, I'm sorry, he was at 11 and 20, and now he is at 16 and 16. So I went ahead and evened out his... chances to super attack. This unit at an 8.6 is pretty good. We just need to make sure that their defense stays up, and they do get this 6-turn defensive raise on their 18 keys, so they're going to keep that up, and then they get this, 3-turn raise on that 12 keys. So, I mean, they're looking good defensively. Did some decent damage. No, not the Piccolo Jr. Giant transformation. I mean, this is cool, but, like, we don't need this or anything here. Like, I guess if we use this, then we don't have to use the ghost. Like, we don't have to use the android's Ghost Usher. So that's potentially good. Let's see if we can try to pool up some of these tech orbs here for whenever we get out of the transformation. So let's see. Hopefully Piccolo Jr. only gives us 2 turns here. This is good. This means that SYN can't super us on this next turn. Again, very good. So we probably don't even need to use the Ghost Usher, like I said. So, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take any... Listen, this is going to be a breeze. Comparatively to that Trunks Hell run that I was doing, this is going to be a breeze. What's really funny about that Trunks run, by the way, is that earlier in the day, like casually at lunch, I was eating like a bag of normal Lay's, all right? There were some left over in the kitchen in the break room, and, I try to make sure, like... I'm a person that always feels bad whenever I see, like, a certain type of snack, like, building up. So, like, whenever you buy, like, a box of chips, right, it comes with, like, Doritos, Cheetos, Cool Ranch Doritos, like, Lay's and Fritos, right? Like, that's, like, the general combo. And nobody ever wants the Lay's and the Fritos, so they just, like, stack up. I mean, I don't mind eating, like... Lay's and Fritos personally, so I'll just go ahead and take the hit for other people and make sure that those are getting eaten, or maybe even bring them home at the end of the day, give some to my wife. She can put them in her lunchbox or whatever to take to school the next day. It's very nice, right? She's a teacher, by the way. Don't no you're already clipping it. Stop. No, she's a teacher, so it's like nice. It's like she has snacks at the end of the day. So anyway, I was sitting there. I was having a Diet Coke because I had a migraine, so I was trying to have some caffeine. And I was having some plain Lay's, and I was just sitting there chilling. And we got the run done, and I was like, oh, this wasn't too bad. Trunks looked good. Everybody seemed good, and all was well in Smurfville. But here we are now, and I can't do anything here. Like, what is going on? This isn't great with the orbs. And we know there's not a super attack, but I was hoping that I could just give them all of the orbs here. Because I don't really want to delay these attacks to next turn. Because then, like, that'd be too easy. We want to actually see Zamasu get hit, right? So, let's do... I guess let's just do this. We'll just miss a super attack with Piccolo Jr., I guess. That may be foolish, but it'll be okay. That's going to give us some decent healing as well. It is going to be turn 7 next turn. Did we have my... Oh, we had my... that might have been a mistake. That might have been a mistake, actually, now that I think about it. We're not going to be able to go into the domain next turn because we healed too much. I totally forgot that we were not... Dang it. So turn 7, we would be able to use the domain if we had gotten the unit on turn 1. We did not. We got the unit on turn 3. So we have to wait until turn 9 in order to use the domain with that unit because for some reason they felt like it needed to be that unit's 5th turn and, or 7th turn. 7th turn and 5th turn for their active skills. So rather unfortunate, but, you know, I can't really do anything about it. The androids... Will they take damage here? I don't think they will. I mean, they got too many tech orbs. Their defense is too high. I don't think they'll actually take damage from normal attacks here. And they double supered, so, I mean, yeah, definitely taking double digits here. The androids look really great on this team, by the way. They're not even on the 200%, I believe. I think they're only on the 170, and I mean, they look good. So, let's see. Do they take anything? No, double digits. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. We can just throw Zamasu. Well, where's the super attack, first of all? Okay, it's in slot 1. Let's go ahead and just throw Zamasu there and just see how he does. We could transform with him, but let's not. Let's just take him, like, this is wise. We're keeping him in his more defensive state. At, you know, 600k defense, basically, with 50% damage reduction. I think he's going to tank this just fine. Just in case, let's get up to full health with that guy. And then Chilai's going to dodge for us. Yep. All right, let's see what he does here. All right, we didn't dodge it, so we actually get to see how much he takes. Again, he's going to tank this better than Trunks ever could. 200k is nothing. Nothing at all, and then he shoots out a 9.49 million attack stat, and he can do 2 of these. So essentially, he's doing like a 20 million attack stat on this turn. And he could do more. Like, he could shoot out a triple. You know, I do have a bit of additional on him, so if he, you know, feels kind enough to shoot out a triple for us, go ahead, feel free. Oh, he does. Wow. Okay, so we went into like a 9.4, into like a 9.7, into like a 9.9. So essentially, he did about a 28 to 30, like somewhere between a 28 million and a 30 million attack stat on this turn, and tank the super attack for 200k damage. And, yeah. And then now this guy's doing a 20 million attack stat. Absolutely insane. Give me the additional, please. There we go. That's going to finish it up. Well, let me know what you guys thought about AGL Zamasu in this event. This was definitely a lot easier to record, and it sparked a lot of joy in my heart to use really good units. I'm going to make a judgment call, and we're not going to do the official tier list yet. Okay, this is just for those of you who are staying around after the KO screen and listening to me ramble for, you know, 20 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and make the call now that I do think that Merge Zamasu is better than Bulma. I think he is the #1 unit in the game. I mean, it is just too free and easy to hop into these events now. Like, and you have this AGL Zamasu who can lock down, you know, slot 1 or whatever slot you need him to. And he leads a really, like, you know, Tech Zamasu leads a really good team. He can tank just as well. I mean, maybe not as well, but I mean, we saw him tank a super attack from Physical Sin in this video, and he looked good. Of course, no item run. He leads a pretty decent team that has all the tools it needs to succeed, and just overall is just very powerful. So, I mean, you're looking at your new #1 in the game right here, which is exactly what the villains ordered, and then you have like your #1 EZA TUR, and then I think this is probably the best yellow coin EZA LR now, and then they're still pretty good. This is like the #1 TUR maybe, him or God Goku, it's one of the two. Chilai is maybe the best banner unit, you know, she's like top 3 to 4 maybe. So, crazy. Really good team. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.